Good morning. Happy Thursday, January 21st. Glad you could join us on the Big Promo Cast, episode 45.
Yep.
I'm going to talk about how Truly is trying to target millennials with Try January. Also, our buddy Aaron Draplin is up to some new tricks. What you got?
I'm going to talk about branded marijuana.
Oh, sweet.
And we're also going to go over some questions to ask your employees.
Let's get this party started.
Welcome to the Big Promo Cast with Amber and Rich. In this podcast, Amber and Rich discuss the world of marketing, branding, and promotional products. Now, here's Amber and Rich.
Pretty fun stuff going on. How are you?
I'm doing okay.
I gotta show my new neat thing. I got the Stream Deck hooked up yesterday, and I'm doing I've got this new bald spot cam behind us showing our behind the scenes, which is kind of fun. I got to find a better place for it, but oops, that's the wrong one. I need this one. There we go. Anyway, how you doing? Is it all gonna work out?
Yeah.
It always does, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Oh shoot, I forgot to turn on audition. Excuse me. Now we're recording. We have to do all that over again. Not really. This is the Big Promo Cast, episode 45. If you're watching the replay, thanks for joining us. Be sure and hit that like button if you're getting value out of this, and subscribe if you feel so inclined to get notified whenever we do something new.
Yeah.
How's your life in turmoil today?
Oh, we had a crisis this morning, but I think crisis is averted.
Good.
Yeah.
And you made it.
Yeah. I got my book done.
Wait a minute. The novel you were writing?
Yeah, it's not quite novel length still, but that's okay.
So is it a long story or is it a long short story?
It's like novella. It's almost novel length.
That's funny because last week I think you said you were going to finish it by the end of the year.
Yeah.
Just fast forward to the end of the year, and here we are.
I've been spending a lot of time at night.
I guess.
And I've knocked it out. And I really like how it's turned out. I've sent it to a few people to kind of get some comments and stuff.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. And I haven't told you this.
You've already got a book deal and you're turning your notice.
No. Even if I had a book deal, I wouldn't be turning in my notice.
Okay, so anyway.
I am going to be doing my own personal podcast.
Really?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
To kind of market my book and talk about writing and reading and all that stuff. So
awesome. That's exciting. What's the plan there? I mean, when are you going to launch that?
Well, I've already kind of started on it.
Have you done episodes already?
I've done episode 1. I'm not doing live.
Have you dropped it?
No.
I mean, can I subscribe to it now?
No, it'll be out on Friday.
That's fantastic.
Friday at 7 p.m.
When were you doing all this?
Oh, I did it.
You haven't mentioned this till today.
Yeah, I just did it.
Did you started? Oh, I'll just do this, and you did it like Tuesday.
Yeah, I did it last night.
You just decided to do a podcast and record it and put it up, and it's up.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, it's not.
Awesome.
It is not as fancy as we are here.
No, that's okay.
But
you don't have to be fancy. Are you using Anchor or what are you using?
I'm using Podbean.
Sweet.
Yeah.
And you're recording it just with that microphone at your house?
Yeah,
Is it
just
on my
you
phone, or do you
phone.
have guests?
It's just me. But I'm probably going to get some guests on there later on. And there's a thing called marketingmatch.fm. And it's where you can put your stuff up, like your information and stuff.
Yeah.
So that way they can match you up with other podcasters.
That's pretty cool.
So that way you can, do stuff together. And I've got a couple of people I know through the Liberty movement that already have podcasts and have already said, hey, when you get yours up, let me know and we'll, be
So
guests
your thing is about writing, though? Mm-hmm. Creative writing or just writing in general?
Just writing in general.
Okay. Not necessarily political, libertarian?
No. I'm leaving my politics off.
That's fantastic.
I'm going to be talking about different books because I really want to go after readers. And then later on, they have this patron thing on Podbean to where you can
add. Mean Patreon?
No, it's like Patreon. And it's where you can add bonus episodes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be gearing it towards readers, but
Okay.
I'll do bonus episodes for the writers,
You
going
should
over my.
Write this down. You look at a thing
I
called.
don't have a pen.
Oh, geez. Look at this. Look at this thing called buymeacoffee.com.
I've already.
That's better than any of those.
Okay.
Just because they don't take a big chunk. They
Yeah.
take like 3%. Like
Yeah.
if you do a YouTube membership, they take 30. And Patreon, like Buy Me a Coffee, if somebody will send you money, they'll send you $1 right now. And,
Cool.
and there's no commitment. If you do Patreon, they have to do a monthly thing.
Yeah.
And there's a little bit of friction, and you
Yeah.
want to take out friction. So Buy Me a Coffee is a great thing. And,
Okay.
and you should just actually look at setting that up.
Cool.
Even just for nothing, just to set it up. I set one up for me. I don't tell anybody about it, but if you want to buy me a cold beer, that's what I changed mine to. Because you can change it to pizza or coffee or whatever.
Cool.
It's pretty funny. But yeah, it's a great way to do it. And it goes right into your bank account like right away.
Awesome.
Right into your PayPal. Instantly.
Yeah, I know Patreon, you have to wait like 30 days to get paid and all this stuff.
Patreon's a chore. I don't understand why people do it, but because they don't know. They don't know
Yeah.
there's a different option.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm in a group, the Let's Get Live group. Shout out, guys. And Doc Rock is the guy that runs that, and he set up a Buy Me a Coffee. And what he does is he has members only stuff. So I bought a membership, and which you can do as well. And so he has members only episodes, members only Zoom calls, that kind of stuff. So
Cool.
same kind of thing that Patreon does, and probably Podbean does. But anyway, it's just think about that. Well, congratulations. That's exciting.
Thank you. It's called Dipping the Quill.
If you need any help with that,
Yeah, I'll let you know.
let me know. I've seen you've been on Clubhouse a couple times.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Have you got anything out of that?
A little bit.
I was on a call yesterday with Charity and Javier, people in our swag business, other swag people, talking about some ideas. There was some pretty cool stuff that came out of that little chat.
Awesome.
The show was starting with was supposed to be swag horror stories, but it turned into really cool projects with swag. Like one guy had a real estate company. Now, what kind of company it was? Anyway, it was some kind of company, business to business kind of thing, and we'll grow with you. So they sent everybody seeded paper, or postcards, or something, so they could grow a plant throughout their relationship. They could grow the thing. So
Yeah.
that was one cool idea that
That's
came
awesome.
out of it. Javier is Melendez, I think his name is his side gig is that he's a security guard at Gillette Stadium where the Pats play in the NFL season.
Yeah.
And he one of his dream promo jobs is to do urinals that urinal cakes that go in the urinals that say something like, for our plumber, that says, because the public bathrooms are horrible. If your bathrooms are this bad, call us and we'll fix it or whatever, something like that. So I don't know. It was some fun conversation on it, but Clubhouse is cool. If you need an invite, let me know. I have one. Do you have a couple invites? Have you used
Yes,
them?
I do.
Oh, that's cool. Do you want to start or do you want me to start?
You can start.
I will start because since we're talking about Clubhouse, I sent my buddy Aaron Draplin an invite, and I think he thought I was a scammer because he doesn't recognize my cell number. But he is up to some. He did these really cool posters and stuff for Joe and Kamala since all that happened yesterday. I'm going to write that. I'm going to put that in this podcast so it's in our history. But he did a poster. He's doing patches. Is that coming out on our thing? Nope, I didn't change the thing. You got to change your thing, dude. You got to change it to this. There we go. Right?
Yes.
Let me know when you do that. But anyway, Draplin. He's an awesome artist based in Oregon. He's from Michigan, but he lives in Oregon now. But he's doing these posters, a lot of thick lines and stuff like that. He does some really cool stuff. But anyway, he's selling these on his on this website. And I'll put a link to that in the show notes. I just want to give a shout out to him because he does some really, really cool merch-oriented things and art-oriented things. And he flies the flag as being a liberal. And so I remember when I went to see his presentation in Fort Worth 2 years ago. It was before the pandemic for sure. Oh, he did a font too. That's what this is for. The Biden bold font. So anyway, he's kind of cool. But he's just a giant liberal. I love that guy. And that's why I got this book out. Gee whiz. We're actually in his Draplin design book, and it doesn't show. There's no page numbers in this book, but it talks about us on this page right here, where I have it sticky noted about the Texas pencil people. So anyway, he's a good guy. I like him.
Awesome.
That's all I got for that one.
Okay. There is a marijuana dispensary in Walled Lake, Michigan.
There is there?
Yes.
What are they doing?
It's called Greenhouse of Walled Lake.
Yeah.
And they are providing pre-rolled joints to anyone who can prove that they got a COVID vaccine.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Look at that cool package.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's
Pots
for shots.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's very interesting.
And basically, I mean, it's a really good way to get people's foot in the door, getting brand recognition while still providing encouragement for health.
We're talking about it, so that's cool.
Yeah.
Get a lot of news. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
This is in the Detroit Metro Times. This is a real paper. It's not a whatever, High Times or whatever the pot magazine is. This is a real live thing.
Yeah.
That's pretty exciting. Pot for shots. We have a couple of cannabis clients. We got that cannabis lawyer in Oklahoma.
Mm-hmm.
I forget who else. Those people in California. I forget the name of them. California and Oregon. I think we have a couple of those too.
Yep.
Pretty cool. Yeah.
So.
Weed's not going anywhere. Weed's going to get bigger and bigger.
Yes, it is.
And especially now that we have all three branches of government, all that stuff's going to just fly through. It's going to be a weird when 2026 or whatever, whenever the next election is, this country is going to look so much different. It's going to look so much different.
Yeah.
I don't know. Thrilling.
But I thought that was really, really cool. And it's so creative, pot for shots.
Yeah, it's fantastic. And, people got to get shots. They just came out. We live like a block away from here in a different zip code. Mm-hmm. And our zip code, because 10 miles south of here is really bad neighborhood. Mm-hmm. So our zip code is really heavily hit by COVID. Not us, not where we live on our side of the tracks, but right. Down there it's horrible. So we were on the list, first in line to get a vaccine if they were going to give vaccines out. That came out Tuesday, and then the state came back and said, "Hey, you can't do it that way. You can't give it to just the people in certain zip codes." So anyway, I don't know if I'm going to get a vaccine or not ever. I am high risk, but I'm not that high risk.
Yeah.
I'm not old enough to be that high risk, which is a bummer. Are you high risk?
Yeah.
Oh, you are because of your
autoimmune
lung thing.
stuff.
Yeah.
And
yeah, well, we'll just hope we all get through it.
Yeah.
What's the next thing? I have, that's over to here. Truly Hard Seltzer. You heard of Dry January?
Yes.
Well, the Truly Hard Seltzer says, don't do that. Try January. Because they want people to not. And the thing I said is that they were targeting millennials, but millennials are like 30 years old, right?
Yeah, I'm a millennial.
Because there's 10 years before that. I mean, Gen Z, Gen X, right?
Yeah,
or Gen Z
X.
and Gen Y?
Gen X.
Anyway, I mean, they're really targeting anybody that's got money that wants to drink.
Yeah.
They're not really targeting millennials. Anyway, they came out with this thing, and it, of course, here it is, January 21st, and they're already out of all the free merch that they were going to do, all their January swag. But they do have a merch store that's pretty good. It's got some really neat shit in it. Neat merchandise. I got to talk nicer because it's during a business day. Excuse me, y'all. But it looks like we don't have any visitors anyway, so that's fine. That's okay. If you're watching the replay, sorry about that. Maybe I'll bleep it. I don't know if I can bleep it. Try it. Do you like hard seltzer?
Not particularly.
Yeah, I've never tried it. I'm sure it's got a lot of sugar, so I don't really got to stay away from that stuff. But this merch is kind of cool. These posters are pretty awesome. Max Loeffler, I don't know who that is. Gosh, it's slower than it could be. But anyway.
That is awesome.
Pretty cool.
And you know I'm all into art, so.
Yeah, art and booze. Perfect. That's all I got for Truly.
Cool. They say that employees should be a part of processes and kind of the way things work at the office.
Yeah.
Which I think is super, super important.
Because they're all stakeholders. And everything that happens to everybody affects everybody.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And if they're not involved and you come up with some ideas that are not going to be beneficial to your employees, you're more likely to lose those employees. So I found a list of 5 questions employees should ask their team members.
Employees?
Or I'm sorry, employers.
Oh, okay.
The first one, these all start with, I could do my job better if I.
Okay.
And the first one is, if I didn't have to blank. So like, if I didn't have to run and get you coffee in the morning.
Oh, right.
I could do my job better. Not that I get rich coffee in the morning.
I'll drink all the coffee I'm going to drink by the time I get here. So.
The next one is, I could do my job better if I knew more about blank.
Huh. Speaking of coffee, I had to show our coffee cup graphic.
Yeah. And I think that's really important to make sure that your employees are educated on anything that they need in order to do their job.
Right.
The next one, I could do my job better if I got more cooperation from blank.
Oh, that's the truth.
Yeah.
People do have a lot of, it's really hard to, I don't know how people are employees today. I couldn't stand it. I mean, the people I work with, our customers are employees a lot of times. And they have a lot of stuff to deal with.
Yes.
A lot of politics. Glad we don't have any of that here.
Yes. The next one is, I could do my job better if I had the authority to blank.
Yep. You got to empower people.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let them mess up. That's the thing. People are in fear of failure, and employers are in fear of somebody failing too. So you're never going to learn, and you just try stuff. I mean, I'm all about that. So
yeah.
Well, you know that. So
yeah, and you want to make sure that you're not micromanaging your employees.
Yeah.
You know, I'm part of an organization that I'm supposed to be kind of a team leader.
Yeah.
But everything I do is micromanaged. And so it makes it harder to do my job.
What are you talking about? You mean if you were, hypothetically?
No, like I'm a team leader on.
Oh, in your other group.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, right.
And so they have all these restrictions, and I have to get approval for all this stuff.
Yeah.
And I can't do, my part.
Right.
By being micromanaged.
You know what else? And then the guy you have to get approval from, or the person you have to get approval from, a lot of times takes credit for it if it's a good idea.
Yes.
And you're out on the street.
Oh my goodness, yes.
Anyway.
The last one is, I could do my job better if I wasn't worried about blank.
Yeah.
So
I get it.
If I wasn't worried about getting fired. That's a good one.
Yeah, no kidding. Or if I wasn't worried about failure, again, it's you got to let people, you got to embrace it. And it's if they don't, I don't know, if they don't, if you don't encourage your people to try things, then things don't get tried. Mm-hmm. And then you stagnate. So got to let them go. Anything else about that?
No, that's all I got on that one.
I am going to just a little announcement on Sunday night. Oh, camera's up there. Sunday night, 7 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to be a part of a thing called the Stream Show with the Stream Guys on YouTube. They do a streaming how-to, encouragement, review kind of thing show on Sunday nights at 7 Eastern. It's put on by Ecamm, which is the software we use, and TubeBuddy, which is our YouTube plugin that also helps us run our little YouTube channel. But anyway, that's what I'm going to be doing on Sunday night at 7. So be there, or be square, or be talked about. And that's all about that. And I'll put a link to the show notes in that for that one. But they do it every Sunday for the next 10 weeks. So
awesome. Yeah,
it's fun. The first one was pretty cool. Goes about an hour. It talks about all kinds of live streaming, not hacks, but people like me show everything that's set up here and stuff like that. And then they do channel reviews and stuff like that. So it's really cool. There's really smart guys. One guy's a video production guy. One guy's a radio guy. They've been doing it for 20 years apiece, their industry. So like one guy knows a lot about tech and one guy knows a lot about broadcasting. So it's kind of a real neat thing that they set up together.
Cool.
Anyway, that's all I know about that one. What else you got?
I have a shout out.
Okay.
Not that she's gonna ever watch this, but my oldest kiddo is turning 11 on Sunday.
Why would she not watch this? This is safe for work, kind of, sometimes.
Yeah,
except for the pot for shots thing. Except for me dropping the S-bomb.
No, she's going to be 11. She's not going to be interested in this.
Well, phooey. Maybe we can send her a clip.
Kids are, as much as I love my children, kids are very egocentric.
Yeah. And they would love it. Yeah, she would love a shout out.
Okay, that's fair.
Anything else?
No, that's
I guess my shout is to Draplin for his cool Joe and Kamala stuff that came out. I really like it, and I'm going to order some. Cool. And my other shout out is to the Stream guys, and I'm going to play this one more time. Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern. I meant to do that earlier, so it didn't go back to back, but whatever. It didn't work out that way. I'm also going to show off my bald spot cam again. Hey, y'all. Anyway. We've been going for how long? 26 minutes. 20 minutes without the countdown, the intro. Anything else?
That's all I got on my mind.
It was a fun day today.
Yeah.
I'm glad we got through it. It sounds like, I don't know. Looks like everything's going great. All right, guys. If you got anything out of this, please hit the like button. Hit subscribe if you want to get notified when we do this again. And we do it every Thursday at 11 a.m. Central. And that's all I got.
All right. We'll see you guys next time.
See you later, y'all. I'm going to hit this button.